Yes, people, engine mounts today. Swapping them out for these on my Sierra Cosworth. When I reverse the car off the driveway, I get like a clunking noise. I've changed the suspension twice. I've changed the bottom arm with the ball joint on it as well. Probably put worse ones on it than it came off it, and it's still making the noise. It could be the engine mount, so I'm gonna change him. Well, I'm gonna try and change him. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna get them off. I did paint them once upon a time, but I think I took the actual mount off the block, so I'm gonna have to support the engine somehow. I do have a brace that goes across here, but there's no engine lifting eyes on here. I'm sure that's what you'd have to chain it to. I'm going to jack the car up a bit just so I can get under it and see where I'm at. It started with chocks under the back wheels. I've got my axle stand down. I'll put a thin piece of timber under the jack because it's under the sump, just to spread the weight a bit. I don't think taking the wheel off would have helped, but move this ramp now and get my head under there, see if I can unscrew the bolts on the mount. These are the bolts I'm after, 413s. There's a 17 as well. Under the actual mount. I think it's that one there, yeah. Well, that's the engine mount out. They are quite heavy, them mounts. I thought these were going to be dead heavy. Yeah, probably about the same weight as the whole lot. Just going to go in and make some tea, come back out. See what motorbike. Just coming off now, this. There's that over here, it must be. Stop the aluminium chafing. Could be that making the noise. Don't know. Actually looks a bit bent, that. You hear them bikes? Just going to sit like that. That's where I'm heading now. Gotta get it back in there. 413s and a 17. It's not going on as square as I'd like. Oh, it just came off a bit cleaner. Not going to tighten them all up, just each one little by little. Right, I'm all torqued up for the engine mount. It said it was only 18 to 20 Newton meters, which doesn't seem a lot really. Looking at these that come with it, these aren't the originals. You can tell they've been fitted before, but these, they've not even got the cuts in the top. And they're a bit flimsy them, compared to that that's come off it. So I'm going to use my old nuts, a bit more heavy duty. Just going to lower the jack first, so that mounts sitting in the right position. That's all I had, a piece of wood on it. I'll tighten it up now. It says about 40 Newton meters for the insulator. I'm actually quite glad I looked under here actually. I don't mind about the oil, it's free rust proofing. But I've got a screw missing there, anti-crank position sensor. And look at that. Polyurethane radiator mount. It's absolutely split. Right, it's the next day. You can see the mount I'm after today. Not much room on this side actually, it's a little bit lower the car. I've got them three. I've got to squeeze under and get one at the back there. Same again, 413s and a 17. Same again, I put the jack under just to take the weight. Under the sump, spread the weight with a piece of wood. This bolt here is being awkward. So I'm going to get a bit of this on it. The old plus gas. Just leave that for a minute. Breaker bar's got it. Cracked it off. That'll do us. Pretty stiff that was. I'm going to take the nut all the way off. Not sure I'm going to get that bolt out because of the manifold. Have to see, it's so tight where I'm trying to get with this spanner. I think you're meant to do these as the engine goes in type thing, you know. Just cleared it and come out that one. I'm going to have to have a little break. The lateral burn in my arm from lying on my back. Working in this tight space here, trying to get a spanner in there. Because there's nowhere in socket to go on it. See out. It's come right funny way out the back with it. It took some doing that. Had to crank the engine up a little bit as well, just a bit. After a bit of a struggle, we're in position. I've got my 413s back in there. I've not put a nut on the bottom of that yet because I'm still moving it up and down a bit. Oh, it's been a bit of a struggle, I'm not going to lie, lying on my back like this. It's pretty tight as well. So I'm just going to try and tighten them up. The top two, well that top one there, definitely the top right. I'm not going to get my torque wrench on that. I'll just have to do it. Good tight turn. It's only 20 odd foot-pounds. Back on now. Just going to drop this off the sump. Still got a 17 to tighten up there. I'm going to address this bush here as well. This split one I've spotted. That was pretty loose as well on the bottom of the alternator. And also there was a screw missing out the crank position sensor. Just took the weight of the radiator with the jack. That's a 6mm. I'm going to swap it out with one of the original ones I took off the Ford rubbers for now. I've swapped it out now, I've not done it as tight. That's the old one, it's absolutely blitzed. I've just swapped it for one of them. I'll have to find a couple of bolts now for the crank position sensor. I found a bolt for the crank position sensor. That'll do. Right, I guess that's the engine mounts done. I wasn't too enthusiastic about this because I thought I was going to struggle like mad rolling around on your back under the car with axle stands. It's no fun. They're looking alright though. Just last couple of jobs tonight because it is getting cold. I need a decent air to the body. That one looks like it'll reach a bit better. Thinner wire, it's off a Mark 5 Escort, that one. Whee, almost touched the battery there. This one's off a Sierra. Just a whisker too short. Also, got, oh no, it's not that bad. I thought it had a bit of movement yesterday, that. Yeah, it has, look. The profile of these batteries, it doesn't like the clamps. I might have to put a little bit of rubber down the side of it. You can't have that. Anyway, I'll call that one finished. Yes, thanks for watching.